Hey, Itadori, you got it from here, right? Well, what? Asked you one thing. You got it from here, right? Yeah, I got it. Good. I can finally rest. Yeah, we all know what happened there. So I don't even gotta explain it, hopefully. Um, but yeah, I don't know if I actually got the words that what Nanami said correct. Uh, very correct. I'm not entirely sure on that. Um, but anyways, hey, y'all been? I know it's been a while for this. What if? Um, been having a lot of uploading issues, mostly because phone towers were down. So I couldn't really do much about that. Anyways, we're back with whatever part this is. I forget. I can't count. Um, yeah, I don't know. Let me get a drink of water and then we can get into it. Like, actually. If I mess up my words, I'm sorry. Anxiety, uh, health anxiety is my main problem right now. Um, and anxiety does a lot of stuff. Um, yeah. Anyways, I'm also running off of 4 hours of sleep, so I'm sorry if I am. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where I was going to go with that, but apparently I was going to go somewhere. So I think Oh, I should also mention I do impressions, kinda. Just try to make my voice fit the character more. Um, I zone out a lot, so if I go quiet, I'm sorry. Another issue with the whole entire going quiet thing is that I don't use scripts. So if I go quiet, I'm either zoning out or well, I don't know what to say. Last part was kind of everywhere, mostly because of the fact that I couldn't get the wiki to load, and I'm not good with remembering like everything that goes along in an arc. Um, so yeah, hopefully this episode is better, like tuned, I guess to say the least. I don't know. It might be a little bit shorter than usual, mostly because of the fact I'm running off of 4 hours of sleep, and it's not very fun, especially when you were crapping your guts out. Um, yeah, it's not entirely fun. Anyways, I think it's about time we begin. I already got my water, but I already got my water, so I believe you should too. Go get a drink of water. I'll give you a couple seconds. Do 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 do. Na 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 na. Oh, actually, I do have an idea. While we wait a moment for people to get water. Um, I got an idea running through my brain. Peace, okay? I said this on my Deku What If video, right? Okay. And it was a podcast where I bring on one of you guys, one of the fans, one of my subscribers on, and we would just talk anime for an hour or more, close to an hour, right? We just talk anime, talk fiction, anything really that we are interested in, okay? I'd ask you all questions, you all would ask me questions, right? So, I don't know if you would like it, that I'd like to do it. I do plan on making a Discord server eventually, and over that time, that's how we'll get it done with, okay? So, it's just purely an idea that I thought of, and I wanted to know your all's opinion. Anywho, I believe it's time for us to start. I was trying to go for duel. Didn't work out. Anyways, oh, I also noticed, well, I got told that the first part of this series has no audio. Like the audio just like does not show up. So to be blatantly honest, I'm so sorry. I have no idea why it did that. Just I mean, you might already be here. I don't know. Um, just skip the first part, go to the second part. Things will eventually come to you, like, oh, how does things work? I explain it a lot, mostly because I feel like people forget what I say, and it's like a self-conscious thing I do. I don't know, just kind of happens. Depression. Anyways, yeah, let's begin. So after that incident would happen, uh, Itadori would start his own fight with Mahito, the patchwork, not demon, a cursed spirit. This fight would start very quickly, and a lot of respectives. The entire fact that Itadori's thing is entirely just speed is what I mostly mean. He would instantly jump to third gear, right? Instantly jumping up to third gear, and also using this, while also using short octane deliverance, he would go way quicker, jumping up into a speed of nearly 300 miles per hour. I don't know how that correlates to others, people outside of America, or I don't know, to your metric system. I'm unsure. Not metric, but how you measure speed. Okay. I don't know how that would correlate. Um, yeah. So, with that, Izuku would, not Izuku, good lord. Itadori. Yeah. Sorry. Having three what ifs running at the same time, and also having anxiety, like terrible, like very bad anxiety. Um, it's not exactly fun, like at all. Because you forget things. I'm already a very forgetful person, so it doesn't help that um, this is making me more forgetful than I already was. Not exactly the funnest thing, if you'd ask me. But that is how my cards were drawn in life. Not very good cards, I'll tell you that much so far. So far, the hand is terrible. Man, I'm tired. Good lord. Yeah. Anyways, going along the basis of how Itadori is, I know Gojo is the fastest in the main timeline, but the whole entire thing is speed for this guy. So, bro's running 300 miles per hour, nearly, give or take. Uh, and the he's going so fast to the point of wow, of like if he connects with a kick or just a strike in general, and it has enough force, it will just tear through Mahito's body, just just straight through instantaneously. Um, they do have some type of like give to them, which is the only reason why this is he is capable of doing this at this current moment. And he's only going up to 300 at this moment because of Deliverance, and that's about to end. But he's going to get real way quicker in a matter of seconds after that because a his best friend would arrive. Aoi Todo would make his appearance. And now these two would go on to a melee, a cut down of Mahito quite easily. Now this wouldn't, you know, exercise Mahito by any means, right? It would just turn out to be like a mollywopping, like a the Jujutsu Jump Kaisen is how it would end up to be. Just these two just switching places, throwing them back and forth, is how it would end up being. Now, this would all change when the scenery would just plain out change, like just genuinely. With a possible domain going up from Mahito's side of things, he would be interrupted before he could actually get it done by Itadori. And thankfully that he did, because even though they are like Toto, I feel like he should know the simple domain type deal, but I'm not entirely sure. I I don't remember his entire list of abilities from the top of my head, so he might not know it. So if he didn't know it, Itadori probably definitely he's heard of it. He's tried to do it. It would never work out for him. Um, right. during like a training session, he would with Megami, and like Gojo would just walk past, and he would see Megami try to do his domain expansion, like Chimera Garden, and Itadori would be off to the side just watching. Gojo would walk up beside him and say, "You want to learn how to do that?" Uh, yeah. Well, simple domain first. Handing him a book. Oh, why do you keep on? Where did he go? Bye bye. He's supposed to be our teacher, and he hasn't taught me anything in a long time. That's Gojo for you. No kidding. Now back to current time. He has tried to do it multiple times. He hasn't gotten the hang of simple domain. Like, he can do it, it just takes him a little bit. It's not instantaneous. So, anyways, close call. Anyways, as this would continue for a while now, eventually I don't remember how it happened, but I remember there being a crater. Well, Toto gets his one hand ripped off, right? He cuts it off before Mahito can turn him into a transfigured human, right? And he does that. He goes away for a little bit. Um, those, well, Itadori and him fight. Itadori gets scars across his face, which would still happen. Um, and you know the scene where uh, Itadori is chasing um, Mahito, and wherever you go, I go. That type of deal. Uh, it would be way scarier for Mahito in this point because he would get away for a while. Like, he's finally gone. He's finally gone. And then just echoing through just everywhere, he would hear high gear acceleration, fifth gear, and then this spike, just large spike of um, this large spike of cursed energy. That's what it's called. I don't know why I blinked for so long, but I did. But that would spike, and then he'd hear cursed technique, everlasting, cursed Grand Prix railgun. And before Mahito knew it, um, well, for one thing, he would see in front of him, sticking out of a, like, nearly through a tree, would be a large, like, branch off of a tree. Like, actually, probably like a small, nearly grown tree since they were in this area, like, echoey area, right? If I'm not mistaken. Hold on, I have the wiki open. Oh yeah, Nobara also goes down. dun, 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 dun. So, right. Anyways, the well, in reality, it would be like a pole off of the subway. Like, those poles that stand up. It broke. Yuji grabbed it, was taking it with him. Right. He would throw it like a spear. It would just disappear. Just goodbye. He knows he threw it. And before, well, Maito's scream would be heard first. And in the upper chest of him, of Maito's, would just have a gaping hole, just like basketball sized hole in his chest. The purple ooze just flying over and out. And then, after the scream of my toes, there would be consecutive, multiple, just booms and shock waves. Just now, Mahito would just change his appearance and heal up, kind of consecutively. But he would still end up running, eventually running into Goto is a whole entire. I've been watching Solo Leveling again, rewatching it. But Geto being captured by him, Yuji would try to oh, I'm gonna take you down. He'd get frozen. People would show up and save him, and we know what happens. Also, Urame would show up. I really like Urame. Another femboy. Well, non-binary. That was all entire speculation, board on the sexualities or genders of the characters. I still I still think Kirara, I don't know how to say the name. Um, that's definitely a femboy. No doubt about it. Now, I don't really care how people draw them, but the whole entire fact that is a very much a dude, I will say that. Uh, Finboy, Finboy is who that be. And Hikari got ball. Ball. Ultimate ball knowledge right there, dog. Just no doubt about it. And then Urme, I've had speculations that they are a non-binary. I could see it. Like I could definitely see it. A hummingbird. There's a hummingbird. I'm not calling Urme. It's I'm not calling them a hummingbird. I want to say that. Um. Yeah. I don't know. That's where I'm gonna end it. Shibuya done. And so over the next few parts will be the culling games and then the final fight with Sukuna. Somehow. I don't know. I have no clue on how it's going to work, but I'm going to hope it does. I'll figure out a lore reason why it works, but doesn't mean it will be good. Who knows at this point? Because I'm not even sure I know at this point either. I'm unsure in a lot of things. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope to see y'all next time. Roll the dice, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, night, afternoon, evening, and for real, roll the dice. Hope to see y'all next time. Bye bye.